Voltage regulator is a key requirement for sensitive electronic circuits. There are many applications where we use Zener diode as a voltage regulator. In this video, we are going to learn how to design a Zener voltage regulator. Hi, this is Mruduraj and welcome to another video on video lecture series on Multisim tutorial. In previous video, we have seen that how to prepare the Zener diode voltage regulator circuit in Multisim, and this is the circuit which we have prepared in our previous session. And if you want to learn how to prepare this circuit in Multisim, then you can watch that video, and the link for that video is provided down in description box. Basically, there are three variables in Zener voltage regulator. One is supply voltage, the another one is series resistance, and the third one is load resistance. There will be three different videos explaining each of this thing in detail, but in this video I am going to discuss a step-by-step process of how to select a proper series resistance for Zener diode voltage regulator and the selection of Zener diode as per the required ratings. Now let's start with the fresh board. This is the circuit that we have previously designed. What we will do, we'll just copy this thing and paste over here. Let's just adjust it a little bit. Now we'll start that how we will decide the rating of Zener diode and the value of resistance. But before doing that thing, let me remove all these components. So now this is a simple full wave bridge rectifier with filter. So our step number 1 to design this voltage regulator is to decide our required output voltage. What level of output voltage we actually require at our output side. So let's decide our required output voltage. And for this video, our required output voltage is 5.5 volt. So Vout is equal to 5.5 volt. So now how to decide appropriate Zener diode for this? So we need to find that which Zener diode's Zener breakdown voltage is the nearest to the 5.5 volt. For that, let me show you the data sheet of different Zener diodes. This is the data sheet of different Zener diodes. These are the nominal Zener voltage for which we are looking for. So if you check it from here we have a 5.6 volt Zener diode, which is basically 1N4734. So this is the Zener diode which we want to use. So now let's get back to our simulation. So this is how we can decide which Zener diode we should actually go for. And in this simulation we are going to use 1N4734 Zener diode. So by observing the data sheet, you can finalize which Zener diode you should actually use in your voltage regulator. And if you want to learn how to read the data sheet, then I have a separate video for that, and the link for that video is in description box below. Keep checking our description box and comment section for the latest information on Multisim tutorials. Now let's move ahead. The first step that we have completed, and we have finalized our voltage level up to 5.5 volt. The next step, we have selected appropriate Zener diode as per our output voltage requirement. Now let's move for the third step. In step number 3, we are going to finalize the load current, the range of current that we are going to supply using this Zener voltage regulator. and that we are assuming in between 10 milliampere to 100 milliampere. So let's remove this and make note of these 3 points. So now we have listed all these 3 points. From this load current range, we need to define the load resistance. It is very simple to decide. The equation for that is RL is equal to V out divided by IL. Now we have a range of load current from minimum to maximum. So for this range, we will get two value of RL, minimum value and maximum value. It is very simple from this observation. When load current is minimum, then load resistance will be maximum, and when load current is maximum, load resistance will be minimum. So let's place these values and find the RL maximum and RL minimum. So this is the maximum value and this is the minimum value. So now we have a range of output load that varies in between 50 ohm to 500 ohm. In step number 4, we need to decide the series resistance value, and the equation for that series resistance is this is the equation for series resistance. Now we will place a series resistance in this circuit and a Zener diode. So for that we'll go to basics, we'll go to resistor, and we'll take any random values resistor because right now we don't know what is the amount of resistors. And then we'll go to diodes, we'll go to Zener diode, and which diode we need to use? 1N4374, 1N4374, oops, 1N4374, I think, okay, so it's not 1N4374, 1N734, yes, 1N4734, that is the Zener diode that we are going to use. So I need to make some correction over here. It's 1N4734. Yes, so this is the Zener diode that we have selected. Now over here, let's connect this Zener diode with the circuit. That should be connected like this. And we need to connect this resistor. We'll delete this section. Okay, so now our circuit is ready. But what we need to do, we need to find the value of this resistance. To find the value of this resistance, which thing we require? First of all, we need to find I minimum, Vs minimum. So what is I minimum? Let me write the equation to calculate I minimum. So this is the equation for I minimum. Now this current is Iz current, this is IL, and this is our supply current. So I is minimum when Zener current is minimum. Generally we assume this Zener minimum current. Please make sure that you need to make some assumptions about that Iz minimum, and that assumption ranges between 1 milliampere to 10 milliampere. This is the range in between. You need to make some assumptions that my IZ current will be 1 milliampere or at max 10 milliampere. But you should not go beyond that thing. Now we are talking about IL maximum. So when the IL is maximum, at the moment where RL is the minimum. So what we will do in this circuit, we'll use this RL minimum, which is 50 ohm. So I will make changes over here. Let's make it 50 ohm. So according to that, our load current will be 100 milliampere. So the maximum load current is 100 milliampere plus IZ we are assuming as 1 milliampere. So total it will become 101 milliampere. So our I minimum will become 101 milliampere. Now we need to find Vs minimum. For that, let us jump to the simulation. What we will do, we will find the changes in supply voltage without connecting this Zener diode. So we'll just remove this Zener diode and paste it somewhere else, and we'll remove this resistance and we'll paste it somewhere else, and just simply connect this resistance, connect oscilloscope across it, run the simulation, stop it, open this oscilloscope and see the maximum value is around 15.2 volt and the minimum value is around 1.9 volt. So we need to make sure that the minimum value should be greater than the average voltage we need to maintain at output side, and that is 5.5 volt. So this should be greater than the 5.5 volt, and to achieve that thing, what we require to do, we require to increase the capacitance. Let me make it 50, run the simulation, stop it, check the minimum value, it's now 3.4 volt. So still I need to increase it. Now let's make it around 150 microfarad. Run it. Now let's check it. It's around 7.1 volt and the peak is at 15.1 volt. So peak is 15 volt and minimum is 7.5 volt or around 7 volts, right? So minimum is 7 volt and peak is 15 volt. So now let's close this thing and again get back to our calculation. So as per that simulation, our supply voltage ranges in between 7 volt to 15 volts. So what will be the minimum voltage? That is 7 volts. So what we need to do, we'll place all the required quantities and let's observe the output. So it's 14.8. Practically it may be possible that 14.8 ohms resistance we may not find. Even practically that is possible that exact 150 microfarads capacitor we may not find. So what you need to do when you are designing exact practical circuit, you need to choose capacitance which is the nearest possible value of this 150 microfarad, and then calculate the RSE. And once you get the calculated value of series resistance, then go for the nearest possible resistance to this value. What we'll do, we'll just round it up and take it as 15 ohm. So now let's jump to the simulation. You can observe the output, right? The output is constant 5.6 volt. It varies in between 5.23 volt to 5.6 volt. So from the output, it is very much clear that our designed voltage regulator is working perfectly. So from this step-by-step guidelines, it is very much clear that this is how you can design a Zener diode voltage regulator. But before moving ahead, there is quick two short questions for you. The questions are, which Zener diode we are using in this video? And the next question is, what is the Zener breakdown voltage of that diode? Answer this question in comment section below to check how much attention you are giving to the video. So let's give answer in the comment section below. In upcoming video, I am going to demonstrate how to use transistor as a switch. So don't forget to watch that video. The link will be provided in description box below. If you want to learn any other topics using multisim, then write the title in comment section below. If I'll get 50 plus comments, I'll surely make video on that topic. In description box below, I have provided video links of other supporting videos. So until we meet again in our next video, till that time, bye bye.